Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Rocky and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the winners of 7 straight, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Demon Deacons will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So South Carolina's offense is on the field for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. There he goes! Now, Lenora Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The whirl and throw off the RPO. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Avoids pressure. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So Wake Forest's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Handoff to the lone back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle, it's Mays. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And that's a great job.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. And the Demon Deacons get it past the sticks. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Mays. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Demon Deacons look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Hernandez. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Running to the left. He's got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
The Demon Deacons back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Claiborne. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll do it himself on the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. He's going for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Going to the running game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. On the ground, it's Claiborne. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Got a man. It's Claiborne. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Quick release by the QB. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. The quick out. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He wants to throw it again. Grab near the marker. It's Claiborne. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deeks.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll run the option. The pitch. Finds a little space. Wide open spaces. Jobbed out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you can tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Plucks it out of the air. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
It really doesn't matter how big a boy you are. You can be huge out there, wide receiver like that guy is. If you don't set your feet first, you're not going to be accurate with the throw. You can't make sure you give that wide receiver a chance to win a jump ball if you don't get those feet set first.
Nice move there. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Catch in the middle, it's Mays. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
He wants to change this route. The Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. Back to the ground game on the left. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams, Bryce, alive on 3rd down. Makes the grab, it's Simmons. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barnes. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
The Demon Deacons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring that.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They'll run the sneak for it. Scores on the sneak. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this 1st half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my...
Oh, the ball squirts out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
He'll keep it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Mays. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. To throw, it's Sellers. Makes the catch. He's loose.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him. And
intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
He'll do it himself. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Well, the defense showing you their speed sideline to sideline on that play. Offensively, they try to go option. Quarterback keeps it, but how about the pursuit? And everybody staying home, staying in their lanes. QB couldn't hand it off. He couldn't pitch it. And they just basically ran him out of bounds for a loss on that play. Nice job.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The Demon Deacons need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. The sure hands, it's Hernandez. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. And the Demon Deacons will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime.
That's the end of the first half. With
And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Bring in the heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Throws to the tight end. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. The Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've got to get points on this drive before this thing gets out of hand. Great place to start for this offense. Grab behind the line. It's Jacobs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on second and long. Here's the handoff. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. A little release to the back. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. It's good.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. He breaks a tackle. They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
Oh, what a short punt. That is it. Thing they needed. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more.
Got some room, entered to the goal line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
Here we go. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, South Carolina! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Oklahoma State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Boone Pickens Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Troy. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Demon Deacons can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Nice move there. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Quick release on the RPO. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. He'll sneak it.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. At midfield, he's got room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Give to the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
The Demon Deacons will keep this drive going.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this, because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Takes a handoff, and he's going right.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Here's a heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worked. He's running free down the middle. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up, they take it to the house. The defense takes care of business. As an offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wide receiver going in motion. Makes the catch. It's Hernandez. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. And It's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They kick it away on 4th down. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. The Gamecocks backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
And that's a big-time play by this defense. When you needed it the most in the 4th quarter, this game is super close. It's tight. Not only do you make a play and get a stop, you put points on the board and you get the football back with a chance to salt this football game away. That's how defenses step up late in games.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. The give to the tailback. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Man, what a game this guy's been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Claiborne. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The short hands, it's Claiborne. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
The give to the back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Dude, let's go. I'm going to say this game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Got his man quickly. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. Got it! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pressure coming. Got it in the middle. It's Hernandez. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Claiborne. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is a moment with the lead late on third down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Now on third down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Sellers. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Rush is on him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Dances away. Trying to escape it. Oh, out of space. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Wants to go up top. It's incomplete. They can't stretch out the lead as a 2-point conversion attempt fails, but they'll still try to hang on for the final seconds. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to pass, it's Sellers. He's got it. Timeout is called by the offense, 16 seconds left in the game.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? Just feels like every time this QB is throwing the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with them.
He's taking the shot. Catch inside the 25. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, South Carolina! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Trying to punch it in. He'll be stopped short. Still a 1-point game here in the 4th. They'd hoped to push this edge out to a field goal, but they were denied. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Looking to throw on 1st down. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it.